All right, we got the machine washed out. We're just letting her warm up to see if we can identify what the issue is with the cooling system. If the fan kicks on, that's good. If it doesn't kick on again, then that means the fuse blew again. So I'll have to figure out if there's maybe a short or something to that fan cable. But we will see how that goes. It's just warming up right now. Just at 163. We'll meet back once I have more information. Well, the fan's blowing. It's got good pressure, I feel like. So after doing some of that overheating checking and the radiator, to make sure the radiator was clean and the thermostat was working, I talked to some guys about it, namely Nick Leonard from R3. He was telling me that historically these radiators, they get dirty just enough in areas you can't clean that they kind of lose their capacity after a while. So what he was saying is basically he would just replace the radiator, or ultimately the solution is to get a rear mounted radiator. So don't know if I'm quite ready financially for the rear radiator, which would be pretty sweet, because I think I'm going to keep going into this racing stuff. We're going to do a few things first. I got some of this coil cleaner. We're going to pull the rad out and really hose her down really nice with that coil cleaner. I'm going to work on getting the front clip off, and then I got a bunch of other maintenance to do as well. Going to be pulling the primary clutch off, doing hopefully the AA clutch kit, along with putting new bearings on it, some new roller bearings, and we also have an oil change I should probably do, and rear wheel bearing I believe that needs to be replaced, or at least maybe looked at again. Let's get after it. Those suckers are in there. That's that Milwaukee Power, man.
Well, I didn't want to use the power, it'd snap them in half.
That's true.
Listen, this thing's either coming apart or we're going to break it. So, you might as well film it.
That's the point.
I mean, I think all that matters is the bolt gets
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, it's good enough. I think it's probably good enough.
Mine would do that to start with.
And that's why I spent $200 on that tool.
That was easy.
Tyler and I did quite a bit of work. Super helpful having Tyler coming here helping me out. We pulled the radiator out the front. I pulled the front clip off. It's still not completely bolted in. We gotta get a few more bolts in there. But man, it was caked super bad. I'll put up a photo of the radiator up here. It's crazy because I've power washed that thing a ton. So yeah, we basically hosed it down, went through it with the hose multiple times, both sides. Then I bought some coil cleaner. Tyler actually cleaned it up for me. He used the coil cleaner, got it all foamed up. We also put the AA clutch kit, just their stage 1 S1 clutch kit with some extra weights. I also put new roller bearings in the clutch for the primary, as well as the primary bearing, the main primary bearing. So now all I have to do is the wheel bearing on the rear side there, because it's getting a little iffy, and then I gotta do an oil change, which, you know, nothing crazy anymore. But I think for now we've solved the overheating issue, at least for, you know, the next couple races and events. It'll probably come back, so a proper rear radiators likely in my future. So I'll see you guys when I'm doing the oil change and finishing up the clutch. So we got the rear wheel bearing to do. I'm kind of sweaty because I've been doing a lot of work outside, but it definitely needs to be done because, jeez, definitely a bit loose, so we're gonna pop that thing out of there and get the new one in. And that is why I bought this slide hammer, because this thing was a little bit stuck inside the bearing there. So now we just gotta take off all the radius rod bolts and pull out the hub. Oh yeah, you can see it's got some slop to it. She's a bit beat up. Let's go ahead and get this thing pressed out. That was a little scary for the first time using this thing, because it would just pop and then pop and then pop. So let's pull. There's the bearing. Oh, we're gonna clean that up inside and get the new one installed. Got the rear wheel bearing done. Just got to take off the net before the Badlands trip, and obviously take off the number plates because I don't need them when I'm out there, and get rid of that internal fire extinguisher so nobody hits their head on anything. But yeah, I got some parts coming. That's all I'm gonna say. It's gonna be a pretty sweet build. My buddy Tyler's gonna be helping me out with that. But yeah, I'm excited for what this thing's going to become. Got the machine all prepped and ready for the next race. Obviously, some of the prep and some of this video has been kind of bouncing between timelines and whatnot. Like, obviously, the county fair race, I did some of that stuff before then. But big news, I got some new rims. These are the Tusk Winta. I don't know how you pronounce it. They're the Tusk beadlock rims. I put 28 by 9 bighorns on this. So they're 28 by 9s all the way around. So I bought 2 or 3 extra new bighorns, and I reused the 2 that I got from the other kit, from the guy I bought online. And I'm not using the old, or the 28 by 11s. So hopefully this gives me a little bit of advantage on the short course. I also have the AA clutch kit in there, so hopefully the RPMs are good, but we will check all that after this next race. Looking pretty good. It's looking like a race car finally. And it gets it a bit lower too, which should help with out on the track as well. So I'll see you guys out there.